Welcome to T-Voice TV, back again with another Hatters/Luton show, episode 17. Obviously, I'm here again with my dad. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm all right. Thanks, I'm all right. But obviously in today's episode, we're going to talk about that Sheffield United game. Unfortunately, as much as we don't really want to, some transfer news that's been going around, some in and outs. And then obviously the game tomorrow at home against Bristol City. So, we will get into that. But before we do, we're going to read some comments. LTFC Don Ram says, hello. And the thing is, I can actually picture you saying that. Faith says hello as well. Hello. And Harry says hello. So, hello. Hello, everyone. But yeah, obviously we'll start off, like I said, with a game we don't really want to talk about. You know, Sheffield United. Now, obviously, you lot know I've done a watch along. Dad, you found a way to watch it, same as me.
Yeah.
What we'll start off with, which I don't really start off with when we talk about this, but I used to when I used to do my own match reactions and stuff. Lineup. Now, what did you make of that? Because me personally, you know, I heard about the Adebayo thing. Fair enough. But for me, players like Clark should have been starting. But yeah, what did you make of the lineup?
I
can go through it again if you don't remember it off by heart.
Yeah, trust me, I know. I was surprised that Lansbury started.
Yeah, that's another one.
If you are resting Clark, then start Berry. Don't start Lansbury's not. He's got quality, but he ain't on the same bandwidth as everyone else, man. For me, not really. You know, he's not like he just niggly fouls, yellow cards. Like he's just got like a bit of, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't think he's done enough for me in a Luton shirt, and I wouldn't have started it. Well, how's he getting ahead of Berry?
He's been very average for me since he's joined Luton. Very average.
Talk about consistency, then play fucking consistent players, then, isn't it?
That's true.
And yeah, we said about Musquet starting. He did, but for me, he should have started instead of Jerome, not Adebayo, and he's better on the right side of that. He was playing on the left, and he just lacked confidence. You see it, like he was getting into the positions, and then he was afraid to, you know, do a Fred, you know, fucking take it past them, do a couple of step overs. Do you know what I mean? Like, it should have just been, you know. Obviously, we heard Adebayo like had a bit of a tight hamstring, and that's why he didn't start, and that's fair enough. But just put Musquet in his proper position for me.
And then again, you know, that comes down to, you know, with what we've said with, you know, not really any other options as well, because Nathan Jones said that you don't want to risk the chance of Adebayo getting an injury. And imagine if that did happen. What are the other options?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that is good, you know, and he's right there. People can't be like, you know.
Yeah.
I just felt he should have played on the, you know, Jerome, you know, and his shot was tame.
Yeah.
Tame. And you know,
other than the offside goal in the first half,
he's had the right games before that. But the whole, you know, midfield was, you know, it's just lack creativity. First half, just, you know, both teams were equal.
Yeah,
really.
That's what I was going to say. First half, it was very equal, and then second half,
you know, we scored
every time we cleared it. You know, no one was out there. You know, they're all swarmed is the word I'm looking for. All swarmed in the box, and
and a Bell again. Like for me, like he didn't.
I totally agree. He was not great.
They're not proper mistakes, but they're just positioning errors. You know what I mean? And he seems to panic. But you know, I like him. Like, you know, and then you're thinking, well, you know, he's good enough to play in the Championship, but again, it's that consistency. You know what I mean? Blackburn were happy to let him go as well. So I don't know. I think he needs a rest. That's it. I think he just needs a rest. someone else on the left. Who? Potts? No, that ain't happening.
We'll get into.
I do think I think Kioso can play on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like, and then you brought Adebayo on it anyway, but by then it was done.
Yeah.
You know, it was just pointless. I don't know. I just felt like
and the red card as well. You know, that didn't help.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
You know, looking back at
it,
you know, for me,
a bit of inexperience there, like, yeah, because I think Shea was running out. You never know. Shea might have dealt with that. You know, Brewster might have panicked. You know, and you know, you don't know. Even if they brought him down for a penalty, and maybe not. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But that was just clear and obvious. He was grabbing all over.
That was when you knew the game was definitely.
That was
when it was confirmed.
If someone was doing that to Adebayo, we'd have been caught. We'd have been going red all day long, and it was red all day long. And he's just messed himself up because he was just getting into form. Although in that game, I don't think he was particularly great. And now he's going to be banned for 3 games. He's lost it. He's going to lose his position now because by then Lockyer will be back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's a lesson for him to learn, isn't it? Don't make stupid decisions in the Championship. Like if someone's going past John, you know.
It just annoyed me even more because Bruce
maybe going for the tackle, like potentially get a yellow, but it was just so obvious. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
it just
anything can happen. Sometimes
Bruce
you just got
scoring. That wound me up even more.
Oh yeah, he's overrated. Shit, overrated.
He is. You know, his goals. Like
he's overrated.
Some Liverpool fans, when they talk about him a lot, they're taking back. Taking back for what?
For what?
You know
I'd rather have Origi than him.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I just and it was. We have to be real. You know, it was actually a decent goal, but I'm not hearing he's good. You know, his goal record is shite.
Yeah, but both their goals are inside the box. Do you know what I mean? It ain't like you know, scored some spectacular goal, just a smacking. You know what I mean? Like defensive, you know, errors really. So and then crack on.
Very frustrating game, you know.
And then the second half, the first 10 minutes, ridiculous. You know, just 2 crosses into the box, bang. Oh, damn! And that's what we do. We can't keep that consistency, and we can't keep that consistency because these players are running themselves into the ground. You know what I mean? And they can't keep it up. That's why you need certain heads or certain players to come, you know, to come off the bench, have a bigger squad. I know we've got players, but you know, but they're more attacking. We need the defensive ones as well. Yeah. You know what I mean? We need someone else, like another Campbell kind of type player in midfield. Berry. What do you know what I mean? I don't know, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and I, you know, but it wasn't a great win. And then I think there was a Sheffield United fan trying to give it all the. Well, basically, I put a comment saying we'll finish above them because I believe we will.
Yeah,
you know, and you know he left it until after the game and then started, you know, you want about you lot of crap. And I said, have you even watched us this season apart from today?
Yeah,
didn't say anything. And then started going on about you beat Bournemouth, we beat Fulham, some nonsense like that. For one of these guys. So what? I said, what's your point? Coventry beat Fulham 4-1. Where are they in the table? You know what I mean? Shut up. And we'll see. I you know, he obviously hasn't said.
No, the thing that annoyed me more about that is, you know, he's not even got a proper like name. He's got some anonymous, like, just shut up.
Yeah, it's always the way, though, isn't it? It's always the way.
Didn't see him since. Yeah, and obviously
I've done. But what I will say is, I know that we'll finish above them. And I'll say it again. I'll say it on my chest. I know we'll finish above them. Yeah, they've got some good players. They have, but they're just another Stoke. They haven't got the team spirit, and they haven't got the togetherness of the club that we've got. They haven't got it.
Yeah, that's true.
If they've got that, don't matter. You know, Watford have got decent players. Look at them, shambles, mate. You know,
thoughts on Ranieri?
it doesn't surprise me. I
Might
did
as well
say,
touch on that. You know what I mean? It
probably
happened
said
recently.
go back a few streams.
Yeah, he did.
Probably said it'd be gone by January. Do you know what I mean? It's just inevitable.
Then again, it's not really a surprise. It's Watford. You know what I mean?
Roundabouts, isn't it? It's roundabouts. They're all just hanging on. Come and join it, but they're just wasting money. How many payoffs have they had to make? I mean, no manager surely goes to that club and goes, "Oh, I'm just going to sign a 6-month contract." You know what I mean? They don't even last that long anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, what is it that, like a business? You know, when you start a new job and they go, "Oh, I'll give you 3 months probation period." That's what it sounds like. No one gets past it, so just get rid of them. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But they're foolish. It's being run into the ground, and it's a joy to watch, to be honest, because you know we got fucked over more than anything, you know, initially, and that was that downfall. We got the maximum points deductions that anyone's ever got. Went all the way out of football. They might as well just relegated us. But even that season, we still won something. Yeah. And look at us now. So no, I ain't got no sympathy for them. Either
of course not. Who would? Us, you know, when you support them.
No. You know, and this is the thing about, you know, just, you know, they cheated their way to get up in the first place, loaning players from their sister clubs and all that, and then everyone was like, well, you know, because they were doing, oh yeah, I'll just loan a player from, who is it? They've got 2 other clubs that they own, Granada and an Italian club.
Yeah, I can't remember who, but yeah, I do.
They were just loaning players from them.
You
know what I mean? And then they got promoted. You know, but again, look at Leicester. They lost out that season, didn't get promoted. The next season got promoted. The season after won the Premier League. What have Watford done? Nothing.
Udinese, Don Ram. He said Udinese.
Yeah, that's it. You see what I'm saying? Cheers, and then the Football League closed that loophole. Said you can't do that. Shouldn't have been out doing it in the fucking first place. But anyway, forget talking shit about that. Second half, them 2 goals, just poor, and you know it happens. You know, but I'm not having this. But what I did like is that after the sending off, we still dug in defensively and didn't concede any more goals. And I know for a fact that a couple of seasons ago or whatever,
we would have
capitulated and we'd have let it like 4-5, and then the atmosphere would have been even worse. Osho done well when he come on. You know, who else come on? Clark, but he didn't. You know, the attacking players couldn't do anything. I'm not really. Yeah, he had that cheeky shot, but the keeper was aware of it. Do you know what I mean? Maybe in League One, keeper he might have scored that, but other than that, powder puff, mate. But that's going to happen, and next season, our away, even this season, but I can't say like our away performances need to improve massively because that's what's been letting us down really more than anything. Just some of them lackluster, or they're just, you know. But we just have to sign some players.
Yeah, you know, that's now up there for, you know, one of the worst performances of the season. For me personally, it's not the worst one.
I don't think it's a worst performance.
No, I don't think it is the worst one, but I'm saying it's up there for the contention. You know, like quite a few people are saying. Me personally, no. Me personally, I said it to you. Obviously not on here. I said the game. I say the Preston one. Like I know Birmingham, we lost 5-0, but we deserve to have a couple goals in that game.
That was at home.
Let's be serious. Whereas Preston, it was just poor, you know. So
yeah,
but I totally see why people say this game, because the second half we just capitulated.
Well, in them 10 minutes, sorry, yeah. It's the championship. It's the higher quality leagues. Yeah. You know, high quality players. They're going to punish you like that.
You're not going to win every game, are you? So.
You know, we didn't have nothing to offer after that. We just give up. You could see that they basically just thought, let's just defend now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, enough said about that game. You know what I mean? Let's move on from that. I'm going to read some comments. There's a lot of comments. So big up everyone. LTFC Don Ram says, "We'll come on next fan cam, lad. Sorry, was busy earlier. No worries, mate. I've got a couple people on anyway, so it's always good." Harry, mate, big up yourself, but you're chatting absolute breeze here. Sheffield Wednesday, clear. Sheffield Wednesday. Ain't even clear of League One.
I know what he's saying. No, he's saying Sheffield Wednesday are clear of Sheffield United. I think that's what he's saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
They've always, all right at the moment, you know.
I actually have a mate who's a Sheffield Wednesday fan.
When I was younger, it was always Sheffield Wednesday. They were in the top flight, you know what I mean? They were the bigger club.
Yeah.
And they kind of still are, you know. And Sheffield United were in fucking League One for about 6 years anyway.
I know, that's the thing.
And they're talking about Luton Town.
Oh,
yeah, one season we got promoted, you idiot. You were sitting in there for ages. You're like Portsmouth and Sunderland, Wigan and all that. You know
they get all gas. You know, a lot of these teams that are in the Championship now, they get gas like that because they've been in the Prem. You know, they think they're all that. But yet again, my question, what I say to Watford, what have they done in the Prem? Yeah. Watford's best moment, beat Liverpool, still get relegated the same year. Or what's the other one? Get to an FA Cup final, lose 6-0. Oh, we can shock Man City.
The best thing about that game was the massive flag that they had, and it said, "Are you watching Luton Town?"
But definitely, neutrals definitely ain't watching you after that unless they want to just get the popcorn out and just sit down. You know what I mean?
What did they do with that? They still got it in the shed. You know what I mean?
Oh, anyway. Don Ram obviously went to it. What a waste of money and of time and money that was. Yeah, God, I feel sorry for you, mate. We looked so flat. Didn't look like scoring. Yeah, absolutely.
This is going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, this is what some fans need to. You know, it is frustrating, but it's going to happen because you've got to be realistic. Everyone, like, I see certain people on forums and that guy, and Nathan Jones always says about money, or they had a £20 million, but they did. You know what I mean? Not that the player's necessarily worth 20 million, but they've paid a lot of money for a better quality player.
Yeah,
and they can do that. We can't. We wouldn't be spending that anyway. But you've got to understand his point. And he still says it even when we lose. I mean, even when we win, we come up against a team who have got £60 million squad and we smash them to pieces. You know, he says it both ways. So, you know, and he's not making excuses necessarily.
No, he's talking facts.
Talking facts, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's his, you know, and you've got to understand that. We've still got players who play for us in League Two, for fuck's sake. So,
yeah, that's true. And
he's turned them into Championship quality players. You know, so, you know, it's gonna. We didn't look like scoring at all. Not at all. Yeah, not at all. That is the most frustrating thing for me.
Yeah.
You know. But sometimes it's just one of them, isn't it? After, you know, Ruddock looked knackered as well.
And also Nathan Jones said a good point in his interview where he's saying about the 6 points.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. And we got a chance immediately to put it right tomorrow.
Yeah, which obviously we'll get into. Yeah, obviously we'll get into that. But yeah, no, definitely. Big up Awais, obviously a Luton fan. He says, yo. He says, easy fellas. And then obviously, this is where Don Ram stands about Burke. I know you're the same, but I'm pretty sure you're the same. This is about the red card. He said he had to do it, in my opinion. We got spread out, and Brewster is rapid. And
maybe, but I don't know. Like,
I mean, me personally, looking back at it, I would say he had to do it. With Brewster scoring, though, I'm not sure. It'd have been a chance, but, you know, Brewster's goal record doesn't...
You just don't know, do you?
Definitely score. But then again, you know, I definitely hear that in, you know, it'd definitely be...
If it was 1-0 and it was later on in the game, you know, maybe, you know what I mean? But we were already 2-0 down. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that he should. Shane was rushing out anyway. Shane knew what was going on, and he might have. You don't know, but at the end of the day, like he's messed himself up. That's the thing for the team. He's messed up. For the sake of what? He didn't even achieve anything, did it? So if he'd have scored, then it'd have been 3-0. Would our heads have dropped even further? Maybe. But at least we'd have still had him for the next game, you know what I mean? Because he was starting to look pretty decent.
Yeah, we said that literally on the last episode, didn't we? So, yes, one of them. It is one of them.
And oh yeah, touching over a little flipping Reece, Norrington, Davis itching to score against us. When he was itching to score against us, shooting every time he got the ball, pretty much. He was just shooting, missing, obviously. But he was. I thought you cheeky. It's because to him that's a sense of achievement. I want to leave Luton because he went on loan he moved from us and then went to Stoke, didn't he? Like, I feel like it's a bigger club and all this. Shut up, you mug. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Again, finish above him, mate. Players like that characters like that. Fuck off. Don't want you. Think you're bigger than the club. Fuck off.
Yeah. Well, we've had a lot.
He had even all that anyway. He had even all that.
No, he's not. He's not.
You know what I mean?
But Way said, mate, tell me where you're finding these Sheffield United fans. He says, not all Blades are like that. I know a Sheffield United fan I talk to, sometimes proper sound lad, non-delusional as well.
Yeah. That's what annoys me more because I find it.
We always find the idiots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we've played them home and away. Not that we've went to them, but like we've seen them.
Yeah, well, it depends how they, how long they support it. He probably he might have only started supporting them since they got promoted or whatever. You know what I mean? Forgets that they were in League One. Forgets like you got to check the whole history and things like that. He that guy. That's the only time he's watched them. Guarantee it.
Oh,
if we were that poor, why are we where we are, you idiot? Why are we?
Yeah, exactly. Nice facts. Waste just casually violating Watford. They've not won a major trophy in their whole history. Always being Luton's shadows. Them. I've said it. They're shadow dwelling. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it is happening. That fine.
Go on. You there? You there?
I'm here.
Nah, you just didn't say anything. I was like, what?
Nah, it's glitching out. No. But yeah, go on. We'll move on then.
Yeah, Dan Potts to Sunderland apparently gone round says, yeah, we're going to actually get into that. Ways, will they shock City at all? Not at all. Yeah, trust me. Big up Dylan. He says Watford are a pathetically run club.
Obviously, they are some fans. They probably know it. They know it deep down now. They can't keep saying it, and they're just holding on. Oh, look at us. But the reality is, they're probably going to be playing us again next season. Do you know what I mean? So. And they won't be as cocky as they have been in recent years because they know we're on the up. And if they don't know that, then they're deluded. They need someone to come in and buy them out, but someone maybe fan based, like what we've got, but it's unlikely.
Yeah, unlikely, especially with them. You know what I mean? Way says support City but follow Luton's result. Yeah, well, same thing, innit? Same thing. Big up Chris. He says, evening, lads. Hope you're well. Same goes to you. Before we move on, Chris on my channel for the first time yesterday for fan cams. Funniest guy. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Dylan, obviously, taking a mick here. I'm an honest Chelsea fan. I believe that Luton are bigger than us. I was a United fan, but yeah, obviously we'll move on. What we're going to do now is we're going to talk about some transfer news that could potentially be happening in and around Luton. So obviously, as Don mentioned here, Dan Potts to Sunderland apparently. Now I'll let you go first with where you stand with that, Dad.
Well, he obviously wants first team football.
Yeah,
he's a decent enough player. He's got a good attitude. I can see why Sunderland are interested in him.
Yeah,
they know he's proven at that level, and he's a decent player. He's not getting nothing at us.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say is, have we got backup in that position? You know what I mean? If Bell gets in, we go to just play Naismith then. Do you know what I mean? So but we've got we've got to get rid of players. Nathan Jones touched on it. He said we've got to get players out to get players in. So
yeah,
I feel like he will go. Obviously, there'll probably be a fee because I don't think he's out of contract. Obviously, probably won't be that much, but I feel like he'll be going. I haven't heard. Apparently, we're after a Newcastle midfielder. Not too sure about
that.
Yeah. What's he meant to be, like another Dewsbury Hall? I'm not sure. But then you've signed Lansbury. I feel like we should be looking at a backup, another striker, to be honest.
Yeah.
And obviously Hilton, like the players, we've got to talk about who we think is going to go there. So it'll be Potts.
Let me just say something about Potts before we move on. My personal opinion, obviously, he's played. Well, one game that I can remember was Middlesbrough, and he didn't really get like a great speaking and that from the fans, if that's the right word. And I just think, I don't know if he's championship quality is what I'm trying to say. So, and as you said, we seem to, if Bell's not going to be in the left back, it'll be Naismith, who's obviously a very versatile player. So yeah, I don't, as you said, I don't see him getting in anytime soon, to be honest, unless
Hilton.
Hilton. Yeah, as much as we don't like to say it, it's got to happen.
I've heard that Northampton were after him, and I checked where they were in the table. They're actually like fourth or something. So actually, if he went there, he could push and get him promoted. And he's better than League Two anyway. So he'd probably go in there, score a few goals, go to get him promoted, score. That'd be a good signing for them. And the only other person, there potentially might be a couple of players going out on loan. The other guy that I've heard that might be leaving is Glenn Ray.
Yeah, I mean,
I know where you stand on that. You probably wouldn't be too fussed. For me, I think
I don't. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he has done well this season in the games he has played. Obviously, he did get Player of the Month, and then after that, we unfortunately, and I'm not too sure why we didn't see him.
For me, like he's 28, I think 27, 28. He's at the peak of his career.
But, yeah, it looks like he's not going to get a lot of first team action, does it? It looks like they seem to put Osho in or just play completely.
Yeah, exactly. As well, so I feel like he could be going as well. Again, we get a good fee for him.
Yeah, it should do. Yeah,
but we should get a few hundred. I don't know what we'll get, but we'll get a fee for him.
Yeah.
And then we can free up a couple of spaces. But again, it's all that mystery about who would they get in then, because they've only got what,
one CDM
a week today.
Yeah. Oh, you heard about that? Yeah, it's a week today. Yeah.
So obviously, like I said to you before, they've got people on their lists. They'll know who they're looking at.
Yeah.
And they just have to move them on and then bring them in, and then they'll have to be better than the ones going out, obviously, or potentially better. Because you never know. Like sometimes, like we signed Jerome for, okay. He's got a lot of experience. I remember him playing for Norwich and Cardiff, I think, or Birmingham. You know what I mean? Like, score goals in the Premier League. Yeah, like he should get at least like 10 goals. What's he doing? Nothing. Lansbury. I remember, yeah, when he was at Arsenal, he's coming through. He's technically good, but
for me personally, he's been very 50-50. Like, I think he had a very good start in his
yeah,
time.
he did. He got,
and then after that, it's been a couple of games I've went to. I can't remember what game. I think it was Stoke or Cardiff, and she kept misplacing the ball, man.
Yeah, like he had a cross in the game, didn't he?
Not good enough.
Well, Naismith won the free kick against Sheffield United, and I feel like Naismith should have took that free kick, but he didn't. Go to Lansbury, just crossed it in straight to the keeper. Like, come on.
Yeah,
like, what are you doing? So yeah, it'll be interesting. Like, obviously Luton, sometimes it just comes out of the blue. Bang, they've signed this player. I'm trying to think who they were looking at last season or whatever, and they were trying to get hold. I think there was Scott Twine. He's a midfielder. I don't know what's going on with this lad that we had on trial from some non-league team. Don't know what's happened about that. I just don't know. Midfielders. We just always seem to go for midfielders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we signed Elliot Thorpe. Highly rated. He must be. I watched the highlights against Dunstable.
Yeah.
And I was thinking he must be fuming about, not fuming, but like, he's just come from Tottenham, mate. You know what I mean? He's going to Creasy Park in Dunstable, and I just thought, come on, man. Like, he brought him in.
So you think he should,
put him on the bench.
Have a bit of first team, even
put
if
him
it's,
on the bench.
Come on from the bench, yeah?
Or loan him out then. You know what I mean? Loan him out to a League One team or something. Like, don't sign him and just let him, because he's obviously got quality. Tottenham wanted to keep him. He's playing against Leicester were after him. Like, he must have something about him.
Yeah.
But no, for me, another defensive midfielder, especially if Ray's going, getting someone, of that ilk. Strikers, come on, we need someone, right? Jerome's not doing the business. Yeah, get someone else. Especially when I see MK Dons. Who did they just sign? Who did they sign last season? Who used to play for Burnley, smashing in goals for him.
Good question. I can't remember.
Rodriguez or something, isn't it? And then they signed someone else.
Rodriguez, surely not.
There's someone like that, and then they signed someone else. This season, like last week or something, who's played in the Premier League. I was thinking, where are they getting this money from? He probably be a better option than Jerome. He hasn't done it. It's almost like them players that they think, I'm too good for this club. I'll just sit here and, we had it with Ince, didn't we?
Yeah.
Thought, he's got pedigree. He's done nothing. Absolute trash, mate.
I remember when I was bigging him up against
because in this game, when he was at Blackpool and that,
on the pitch.
Stoke paid 10 million for 10 million. Fucking.
And funny enough, how funny is this? When they played Hull and won 2-0 a couple of weeks ago, he scored.
Tom Ince, yeah. Just you got to be careful. Like, maybe you need to be a bit more. I don't know. It's just don't sign them just because they're a bit, big name or whatever. Because if they're not doing it, fuck. I don't need to be. I'd rather sign fucking Bobby Smith from fucking Dagenham and Redbridge, mate, if he's going to come and do a job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Definitely. We go read some comments. You go, Chris, with another funny comment. Watford sat their manager pretending to be shocked. And the thing is, I can actually picture him saying that. Good question here. He says, how many points do you think Luton getting out of the next 2 games?
So we got Bristol City and who?
Bristol City and Blackburn at home.
Oh yeah, Blackburn at home. That's both home games though.
Yeah.
At least 4 points. I don't think we lose them games.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. I was just looking because I was trying to think. Yeah, no, I'd agree. 4.
I don't think we'll lose them games. I'll be surprised if we don't get anything out of them games. At least 4 points, potentially both wins. Blackburn are doing all right, but we good enough.
Look what Hull did to them. You know what I mean?
We're good enough to beat them. So as long as we're switched on, and by then we might have signed someone. Who knows? I don't know.
Potentially,
but, Cornet might be back as well. Maybe. Yeah,
that I would say that is a good thing about this break, but it's weird. It's only for Premier League teams by the looks of it. So I don't really know.
We're quite lucky, because
it's an international break, and I don't know.
He was out for a while, but then we didn't play for a while, so that's helped us a little bit, so we can get him back sooner.
And that helps with the likes of when we had our games postponed with Berry coming back in as well.
So I'd say minimum 4.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
For me, we should be beating Bristol City, and at least getting a point at Blackburn against Blackburn, or the other way around. You know what I mean?
And we do well against Blackburn at home, from what I can think of. So, but yeah, Forever Rover says, "Big up T, big up yourself." He says, "Got a stream on my channel in a bit, so if you have time to tune in, I would be much appreciated." I'll see, because I think I might be doing something after this, but I'll see. If I can, I definitely will. Big up Max. He says, "Big up T, big up yourself, mate." Chris says, "Luton after Newcastle midfielder? Question mark. Maybe Longstaff or Matty Longstaff." Nah, it's not. It's not.
They're good players, man. And they've just got under the radar. I wouldn't mind, but I think it's Elliot Anderson who's on the fringes, and the only reason they're not letting him go is because they've got injuries and COVID and all that, apparently. And we was after him in the summer, but we don't really do loans. That's the thing. So maybe we're trying.
You don't want to fall in love with a loan, Drewsbury, for example. But
no, you do, but it can help, because if you get that affinity with that player, then if you go up, they're more likely. If they drop out of the team they're in, they're more likely to come to you. So there is that potential, but no, it won't be them. If it was any of them, mate, that'd be good, because they're proven to be good. They, what was it, last season or whatever, when they were both of them. Because they're brothers
at the same time.
Yeah.
That's sick. For the same club as well.
I mean, I don't know if they're injured or excuse me, or what's happened to them, but but they ain't gonna come to
Nah. Lewis back again with his trolling. Oh, right. We just know this ain't happening.
Yeah, no chance, mate.
No chance. Obviously, I know he's trolling anyway. But anything else you want to say about transfer news before we move on to Bristol City?
I do think, all I will say is I do think there'll be a lot of action.
A lot of outs. Do you think there'll be any ins?
No, I do think there'll be ins, but I think we it's going to be, they keep certain stuff close to their chest as much as they can.
Yeah.
There will definitely be a few outs, and I think there's going to be a lot of before the weekend. I think there'll be a lot more clarity on what's going to be going on. definitely. Players would be gone by the weekend. You know what I mean? Was Hilton on the bench on Saturday? Don't think he was he?
No, I don't think he was.
He's gone. He's going. He's going. Was Ray on the bench? Potts?
No, I think so. Potts. I'm not sure. You know, I'm trying to brush away from that game, so I can't really remember.
No, I don't think they were. But
seriousness, I don't think they were.
I think it. You know, yeah. There's going to be a high. You know, we don't need a lot, but I do feel we need a striker. And if we don't get one in, then we're going to have to play Fred up front then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Mendes Gomez up front. He can play up front, man.
He can. Yeah, he can.
So
we'll have to wait and see. But Lewis says, "Oi, Big Daz, do you think Barrow will stay up in League Two?"
Well, where are they now? I think they're clear of the relegation zone.
I mean, they are actually doing all right from what I can think of. I only know because of Lewis anyway.
Who is it? There's one of them teams that got promoted.
They're 21st. So there's two teams that go down. They're 21st with 26 points. Scunthorpe, who are second bottom, are on 19 points.
No, yeah, I think Barrow stay up.
Barrow, you need to be finishing above Stevenage. What's this about?
And then there's another team that got promoted. Who is it? But they're in like the playoffs or they're third or something. And they were in the conference like a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, look, Lewis, you're 21st. Look, no, you can't really see that too.
Who's at the top?
Top of the league is Forest Green. Yeah, apparently they're doing bits.
Who else?
Tranmere. Bit surprised about that.
Yeah.
And Sutton.
Sutton, that's it. Yeah, Sutton.
So they're the top three.
They could be in League One next season, mate. Sutton.
Yeah.
I swear they only went up last season.
Northampton are fourth, so that's you was right with what you said earlier.
Yeah. If Hilton goes there, which ain't too far either for him, you know, who knows? He might live around that area anyway.
Yeah, true.
He might drop a little bit in wages, but I think that'd be a good move for him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's an interesting one.
Yeah, Barrow stay up. Them other teams are shit.
Now, Barrow have done, there's that, and Barrow have actually done well. You know, they've showed good account of themselves. Like look in the FA Cup as well.
Yeah, the more they stay up.
I know Barnsley, they can't defend, but still, that's a championship team.
Yeah, the more they stay up, the more money they'll get, and it'll just be beneficial for them season after season. So yeah, no, I think that they seem like they're well run.
Yeah,
other clubs on a downward spiral. I think they'll have enough to stay up personally. And I've seen teams in that league, and you sort of been in that league, so you sort of kind of when a team's just poor.
Yeah, and
then they're not. They've got fighting spirit, so I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, no, I'll totally agree. And as I've said, they've displayed themselves well from what I've seen this season. They've got some big wins as well. But yeah, obviously we'll move on now. We'll move on to the final thing of this episode, which is obviously the game tomorrow. Bristol City at home. Now, I love the midweek games at Kenilworth Road. And obviously we've had some really good games this season, midweek at home. You look at Coventry, you look at Middlesbrough, there's been a lot. And
the atmosphere is good.
Yeah, the atmosphere is so much better on midweek. I've said that plenty of times. But yeah, obviously, Bristol City, like I said, I will be going, so there will be a vlog. Not too sure if it'll be out shortly after the game or the next day. But yeah, I will be going to it, and I'm going to be where I was for Bournemouth. So that's going to be good. Going to be good near where the atmosphere is yet again. And I've actually got a decent view. Bar one pole that I have to tilt my head like that. But other than that, it's a sick view. So obviously I will be there. But yeah, obviously Bristol City, their last game, they beat Cardiff 3-2. They played one of the early games, along with Nottingham Forest versus Derby. Obviously, I done a watch along to Nottingham Forest versus Derby. But yeah, they're on the back of a win. Obviously, we're on the back of a loss. Obviously, as we know, we mentioned it. In the league table, we're 13th, 35 points. They are 16th with 33 points. So as you can see, the points is tight still to this day. But yeah, how are you feeling overall going into this? And then I'll say how I feel.
Well, I'm going to bring up what is it, John Steele quote here.
Okay.
Bounce back ability, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we will bounce back.
Yeah, especially it being at home as well.
I think we've got quality to beat them. I think there's a bit. One of their players who used to play for us, Tyreek Backinson.
Yeah.
They signed him for us, I think, when we were in League Two. He said, I don't want to play at this club anymore. So he's gone to Ipswich or Doncaster or something.
All right.
And the manager was like, well, players that don't want to be here, they can do one. Basically, do you know what I mean? I feel like there's a bit of that in there. You know, they've got an half decent squad, but we've got our squad's, I feel, is better than theirs. And we're at home and we're under the lights of Kenny.
Yeah, beautiful games, people.
We're looking to bounce back. But the team's going to be probably changed around, and certain players will just perform. So I'm feeling pretty confident. Yeah, I can't see us losing again.
Yeah, obviously we'll get into score predictions in a bit. But my thoughts, you know, I've said it plenty of times on numerous occasions. I'm not too sure what it is, but every time we play Bristol City since we've been in the Championship, home or away, I'm confident. I don't know why. I just am. As you mentioned there, you know, the bounce back. You know, I think we need to do that. You know, under the lights at Kenny, as you mentioned, and yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. But yeah, obviously we'll move on to lineups. So let me just get that up, and then obviously we'll get that sorted with the lineup. Now, obviously it's going to be interesting because obviously Burke obviously got a red card, so you know he's not going to be there. So yeah, but we'll get into it. Let me just share the screen. Right, there you go. So goalkeeper, we got to stick with Shay, mate. Still got to stick with Shay, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we sort of. He hasn't done anything wrong, really, has he? So you can't drop him. You know what I mean?
And big up Ravi. He says, yo, big him up.
Even if he did make a mistake, we can't. Even then, like I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of an awkward one. You know.
Let me just change the formation.
He doesn't need a rest.
There you go.
He's a goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Shay to start.
Yep, cool. Yep, totally agree with that. Of course, as I said, you can't drop him still. Now we'll move on to the centre backs. Obviously, we'll go left-sided centre back. Are we going to go with Naismith?
Yeah. Even you know, he's another one that he probably needs a rest as well, but.
I was thinking he was going to get one.
We can't.
Reading. I thought he was going to get one at Reading. To be honest,
we can't now that Burke's done that. We can't rest him. So yeah.
Centre obviously Sonny Bradley. We know that. Yeah. Sonny Bradley. Now, right side. Lockyer is still not definitely back, is he?
Well, I think he was. You know, he was training.
For me,
he was kicking the ball about in a warm up.
Yeah.
He was on the. I think was he on the bench? He must have been on the bench. I don't know. I think that Lockyer will start. Yeah.
Okay, we'll put him in. Lockyer. I've seen you for a while. You know what I mean? Now we'll move on to. Yeah, we'll do right wing back Kioso. We're not too sure about three still, are we? like as in with his injury.
Well, no, but no one said he's injured. Do you know what I mean?
Could he
That's the
potentially
thing.
be on the way out?
Nah, definitely not. No way.
You don't think?
I think he'll start.
Well, do you think he'll be available though? That's the thing.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, we'll put him in. I mean, I don't mind who's in right back personally because I don't mind both players. Left wing back now. Bell was the only option I can think of because we've already put Naismith in, unless we go with potentially Fred.
I'd go with Fred. I'm putting Fred there.
Yeah,
Keep
do you know
Sam.
what? I am
Keep
as well.
Bell.
Even though
Fucking
I'm doing it, yeah, mate.
I
I agree with what you said. Bell has not been that great. If we're
he
being
needs a
honest,
rest.
recently. Yeah, totally agree with that. Now midfield.
Lansbury ain't playing.
Definitely not Lansbury, in our opinion.
Campbell in the centre.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely agree with that. Yeah, there it is. I need to change it. I need to put it to a Luton thing. But anyway, same with Naismith and Fred. But anyway, yeah. Ruddock's another option. No, I don't.
He ain't played bad in the last few
No,
games.
not recently, has he?
But yeah, I think we needed a bit of tenacity. Mate. I put him on the left.
Right. Oh, on the left. Okay. Ruddock. Oh. Okay. Yep. And then it's just the right side now. Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be, Didn't start the last game, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now up front, you're going to go Musgrave on the right, Adebayo on the left.
He has to start Adebayo.
Oh yeah, 100%. No,
Has to start him, and then maybe he can bring him off if we're cruising or whatever. So yeah, he has to start him. Has to. He ain't really got any choice.
Yeah.
Unless we sign fucking someone tonight, which ain't you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would. I don't know.
Because the thing about Jerome, you don't want to overplay him as well.
Jerome won't be starting, I don't think.
Yeah, so I don't really. Who else do you see then, other than Musgrave?
Potentially Mendes Gomez.
Will he play him up front? I know. Obviously, I know he can, like we said.
Potential, but yeah, no. Musgrave needs to go on that right side for me. Same as last time, but he didn't. He played in Adebayo's position. Play him on the right, better on the right.
So we're going with Musgrave, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally agree with that. There he is. All right, so that is the team we'd play tomorrow against Bristol City. Obviously, Shea in goal, you can't drop him. Back three, obviously a wing backs. You've got Naismith, Bradley, Lockyer. And in the wing backs, we've put Fred on the left side, Bree on the right side, midfielder Ruddock, Campbell, Clark, and in the front two, Adebayo and Musgrave. Now, it's that time. Score predictions. Now, as you can tell, we're both confident we can get a win. Think, we should be getting a win, really. So, yeah, I'll let you go first, Dad.
I think it'll be clutter. I think they'll come and they'll think, look at the last game, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They're going to try them tactics, long ball at the top. Get that counter, which always seems to be
Isn't Nigel Pearson their manager?
I think so.
I'll be able to check. Let me check quickly. I swear he is. Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah, they would have done their homework. But I feel like even if I think we're going to have the players will come off the bench to make a difference.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Berry,
If he actually comes on.
Gomez.
Yeah.
But then striker-wise, we're short, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. We've said that plenty of times.
Hilton is just going to be Jerome, isn't it? But
yeah.
I feel like we're just going to we'll have enough. The atmosphere will be good.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's going to be a close one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with 2-1.
Oh, Dad, 3 weeks in a row, Dad. 3 weeks in a row, we've gone with the same score prediction. Well, I say 3 weeks. So it's a midweek, weekend. Now another midweek. I'm going 2-1 as well. As you say, I think it's going to be a tight one. I think we'll get it over the line. Due to us being at home, the atmosphere, midweek. As I said, we have good midweek games. At home this season. So yeah, that is what I'm going with. Chris actually dropped a prediction earlier. He said 2-0 Luton.
Okay, that'd be nice. Clean.
Definitely take this. Now, I don't know if Lewis is actually taking a mick or being serious, but he's saying 3-1 Bristol. I don't know if he's being serious there. You know what I mean?
I can't see it.
He probably is, to be fair, because he put 1 goal for us. If he weren't, he'd probably put 3-0, wouldn't he? So, yeah. And then Chris and Lewis have realised they support rival teams to each other, so they're sort of going off there. But yeah, obviously, they both went with a 2-1. Anything else you want to say, Dad, before we wrap this episode 17 up?
No, that's it, mate.
That's it. Obviously, yeah, that is it. Episode 17 of the Hatters / the Luton Show. Hopefully, you've all enjoyed it. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It's been another decent one today. Don't forget to smash a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Obviously, we're on the road to 500. So yeah, that'd be much appreciated. Share the channel, and Dad, obviously you do music. Where can they find you?
We keep saying it. I need to put up some fresh mixes. I need to get on that. But
yeah.
Dazzy D and Mixcloud.
Yeah.
Look out the drum bass, jungle, liquid D&B mixes on there. I think you can also see like sets that I used to listen to when I was younger, Tyler's age and all that. Bit of old school garage and all that. You could probably see them on there if you go into my history and stuff like that. What I've listened to, some good stuff on there. So yeah, just check it out.
Yeah, definitely check that one out, people. Obviously, if you want to find any of my social medias, if you don't have them already, obviously link to that in the description. Also have a other channel where I post clips and montages and that sort of thing. T-Boys Extra. Subscribe to that. That'd be much appreciated. And yeah, as I said, that is the end of episode 17 of the Hatters / the Luton Show. The next time you'll see me will be the vlog. As I said, I'm not sure if that'll be out tomorrow or Wednesday. But yeah, I might as well tell you, look, content coming up because we've got a rough idea. Well, I've got a rough idea now. So obviously the vlog tomorrow or Wednesday. Then there'll also be an AFCON watch along on Wednesday. I'm going to be doing my first one. I'm going to be doing Ivory Coast versus Egypt. So that's going to be an interesting one. Salah against the likes of Zaha and, players like that. So it's going to be an interesting one. Then obviously on Thursday, that is when we'll be back again with another Luton show. Obviously, we've got a weekend game, like we said, against Blackburn. So we'll be previewing that as well as talking about this game. And then if any transfer stuff happens, we'll be talking about that as well. So, yeah, feel free to come on that. That'd be much appreciated. And yeah, that's all the content I know, definitely for now. Obviously, it's a Premier League break, which is a bit weird. So I'm, trying to think of stuff to do. And, we have got stuff in plan still. So that's always good. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to smash a like on the stream. Like I said, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share the channel. And my dad will see you on Thursday. And I will see you tomorrow or Wednesday. So, yeah, take care and peace.